Hello, everybody. Did you survive today with no Facebook? Oh my gosh, I was like panicked. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do my live. I'm not gonna be able to do my live. And then I just kind of accepted it. And then all of a sudden it came back and I went, oh yuck, I gotta get going here. I was taking my time with my dinner and everything else, but it was really crazy. And then I don't know what happened, but I could not find the go live button. Finally found it, and it was like, holy cow. All right, let me see if I can get myself up on my page. Oh, I'm not there. Let me refresh the page. See if I'm there. Maybe I'm not up. Maybe I'm not live. Oh, there I am. I was like crazy. It was like, I think with the fact it was down, they made some changes, so I couldn't find the live button, and then I couldn't find me on there to call it up. So interesting day. It was like, oh, I'll just read. Had plans to do some things that I needed to do on the internet. I could have the internet, I just couldn't do Facebook, but that's okay. I read some, and then I made some cards. I figured out how I could do it because I had kind of saved my directions, and so I did that. We'll see if anybody shows up. If not, I'll go through the clues and show you the card. We'll give it a few minutes and see who comes in. Sometimes I know it takes a while, and with the changes or the problem today, I don't know if I think they made some changes. I think it was the result of the whistleblower yesterday. Everybody can say what they want, but I think that's what caused it, because why else would it be down for that long? And for all of their platforms, I think they went in and fixed some things and, made sure that people were protected. So we'll see. I may be in jail by saying that too, because I kept trying to get on and I couldn't get on. I said, I must be in Facebook jail. And I'm going, what did I do to go in Facebook jail? Who knows? I scheduled a bunch of posts this morning before it went down. And so then I thought, well, maybe I'm in jail. So I looked it up and it was like, no, I'm not in jail, because I would still be able to see Facebook, but I couldn't post or comment or any of that. So I wasn't in jail, which was good. So then I had to just wait and let it sort itself out, but it did finally. And like I said, I didn't think I'd be here tonight, but I am. And I have to tell you, sometimes I really am anxious to design and have lots of ideas, and other times it's like, I don't know what to do. So it's, it's I think something we all struggle with, and I just start looking at sketch challenges. Usually the layout is what gets me. So if I can get a sketch challenge, I'm good. I even took a nap this afternoon. I never take a nap, but there was nothing else to do, so I took a nap. So a sketch challenge will give me a place to start, and then by looking at it, I can determine which stamp set I'm going to use. So I just, when I get stumped, or I go find a card that I really like and I case it and make it my own. So lots of things going on and ways to get around it. I'm trying to prepare for being gone. Oh, there's Barb. There it is. Oh, there's Barb. She came in. So I'm frozen still. Okay. I'm not frozen on my computer. I was frozen at first because I went over to respond to your text. Am I frozen now? All right. Oh, my tech person is always so good to have around. But yeah, so that's what I do if I struggle. Oh, hey, Janice. Now people are coming in. I don't know why. I think it's because people don't realize Facebook's back up. It was interesting because all I kept thinking was, I wonder how many of those people that I've signed up for a class with are panicking because they can't get in. Excuse me. It's just one of those things. I mean, technology is great when it works, but when it doesn't, boy, it can be a real problem. All right, I got a few people in here. Are either of you doing the mystery stamp along? Let me know. Just say yes, no, and I can go from there because I'll go ahead and go through the clues. And that way, if somebody wants to do it, with me. Oh, okay, Barbara is. Good. Okay. All right, let's get started. Now, hopefully, when I hit my little magic wand and my tool keys, it's not going to mess up. So let's see what happens. All right, there's my magic wand. All right, there's my tools. Now I'm going to go upside down. Now's the time to close your eyes. Okay. Oop, I'm up too high. Whoa, look at that mess on the side of my desk. Can you believe it? I'll come down a little bit so you don't see it as much. All right, I'm going to adjust it just a tiny bit to see if I can't. There we go. All right, so clue 1 was all the supplies you had to have. All right, now I think I've frozen. It says waiting for live video signal. Oh, now it's not. I don't know what's going on, but there's clue 1, all of the supplies you need to have. So for clue 2, all right, it's acting up on me. I don't know if it's my internet. All right, I will read it. Okay, there it's back. Adhere the colored cardstock that measures 4 by 5 1/4 to the card base with your adhesive of choice. So you're taking your card base, folding it in half, and gluing down that piece of colored cardstock. Hopefully I won't lose the internet again. I do not know. I guess technology's gone crazy all around. When you finish, just say done, and we can do the next clue. I've got a lot of clues here, but it's broken down. So don't worry. We'll get there. Slowly but surely. So anyway, I have no clue how people, I probably have 50 million messages that I'll have to go back and check out, and nobody was posting, so I won't have a lot of feed in my feed to check, to catch up on. Okay, clue 3. Add the pattern paper layer that measures 3 3/4 by 5 to the card front. So now you're adding your pattern paper. And I pulled out some pattern paper and a stamp set I hadn't used in a while. It was like I was looking for something, and I was like, I ran across the paper. I said, that's what I'll use. So then that determined what set I used. So I'm curious to see what Barb uses. And Okay. Clue 4. Emboss or stamp the 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 white layer. So you can do whatever you want to that white layer. You can emboss it or stamp it. I will tell you that layer is not, it's like a background. So that might help you decide what you want to do. Yeah, that 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 is a background. So don't think you have to put your main image on there. So it's not there. Bijou loved it today because I was sitting in the chair, and she joined me and sat there all afternoon and slept. And then I did some reading. I'm trying to get that book finished before I go away this weekend, but I don't think I'm going to. But that's okay. I won't have much left when I get back. So I can't believe celebration is over. It was like, wow. It went so fast. I mean, I can't believe it's going to be Halloween at the end of this month. I pulled out a bunch of my Halloween decorations today so I could get decorated, because if I don't do it, it won't get done and won't have much time. But I'm hoping to be able to do some of that tomorrow, so I can get my decorations up. But I can't, I've got a bunch of stuff somewhere, because I have a ton of Halloween towels and everything else. I can't find them. I had a whole bunch of other stuff for decorating for Halloween. Don't know where they are. So I put them in a bin. I've got to go back out in the garage and check and see. Maybe they're there. I don't know. Okay, Barb says she's done with clue 4. So let's do clue 5. Glue the layer from step 6. Oh, wait a minute. Should be step 4. The layer you just did, glue it to the colored cardstock. I don't know where that 6 came from. That measures 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So I will be on a hunt tomorrow to find my Halloween things. Because I've been trying to put like all my inside decorations. I know I did. I put it in one bin, but 2 of the things wouldn't fit because I can't find my flowers that I use on my table. I did find my 2 runners, but I don't know where everything else is. So I did find my purple cat because it wouldn't fit in that bin. So I've got another bin somewhere I've got to go hunting for. I'm hoping it's in the garage because it's not in the house. And then I'm going to take my magic marker and I'm going to mark them so I know what it is. Okay, looks like Barb is done. At least I assume it is. It looked like she said done. All right, I'm going to go ahead, Barb. If you're not done, take your time. Catch up. Add the panel from step 5, those are the 2 you just put together, to the card front using dimensionals. So add that to your card front. And I say with dimensionals because I like it popped up. If you don't want it popped up, you can do it flat. I use a lot of dimensionals because I like them. I still don't have my light. I think it's the one behind me. Yeah, it's this one. I'm going to have to remember to do, to try that because it's, I wished I had to turn out the whole row. That's all right. I'll try it and see what happens. All right, so that's clue 6, and I'm waiting for Barb to say she is done. So, do you guys decorate for Halloween? I know there's a bunch of you in here. Say hello when you come in. Let me know where you're from. Tell me who's here. Barbara's the only one playing along. But let me know if you decorate for Halloween. Okay, Barb's all caught up. Here is clue 7. Stamp your sentiment onto the white scrap. So, oh, I wonder if I put it, I don't think I put it in the attic. I'll have to go back in the attic and look. I went in there today and got my door, my wreath for my door. I have a cute witch one that I did. It's got a hat and the legs hang down and everything. So I want to get that one out. And then get my front porch decorated. I have a cauldron and I have netting, and I take and have the netting coming out, and I have lights in there that light up at night so it looks like it's bubbling and boiling, and I have a tree with lights on it. I love Halloween. I love making Halloween cards, but I have so many to send to the kids this year. I haven't really made that many. There wasn't a set that I really liked. I've liked some of the ones in the past with the witch hat, that one with the witch hat. Oh my gosh, that was one of my favorite sets. So I make a bunch and then I save them. I have to get them out to the kids. I'll have to pull them out. I may have enough that I can throw some in with some cardstock for people who've ordered from me. I think we have a couple of lurkers. They won't say hello, but that's okay if you want to lurk. All right, here is clue 8. Trim or punch your sentiment layer to size. I trimmed mine because I wanted it to go with my square, so I trimmed it so it would go with that. But you can trim it or punch it, whichever you like. You can. Hi, Colleen. I trimmed mine just because I liked the look. You could trim it and then do your ends so that you have, a decorative end to it. And I will tell you there's like 14 or 15 clues. Yep, 14 clues. But they're small like this. There was a lot of pieces, so I broke it down to make it easy for you. I'd like to see more people participate, so hopefully more will. Barb enjoys it. I enjoy it, so that's what's the fun. It'll be interesting to see the past 2 times we've done this. The first time we used the same paper. The second time we used the same stamp set. So let's see if either one, what she used tonight goes with what I used. It may be different, but we'll see. Like I said, I went back and pulled out some stuff. Okay. Create a mat for your sentiment layer using colored cardstock. Now, if you punched it, you can punch another one the same size, cut it in half, and layer it that way. Oh, okay, Janice. Make sure you share it. I love seeing what everybody does, and it's so much fun because everybody's take on it is different. But I love mystery stamping. You never know. In fact, in the World Card Making Day Facebook group that we did, we had a couple of, they were all basically mystery stamping. We gave you the clues or the measurements, but we did it along with you. So a little bit different. With this one, you get the directions and you follow them. Maybe I need to do that one. Maybe I need to do that mystery stamping where everybody has the pieces and then we do it together. That might be kind of fun to do as a little twist on it. So, but I like it because you never know what people are going to come up with. I'm always amazed. It's like, wow, because sometimes the directions that I give are very vague, like I didn't tell you where to place anything. So some people, I don't tell you whether to do portrait or landscape. Some people do it portrait, some do it landscape, and then they take in. It's interesting to see how people did it. All right, here is clue 10. Glue the sentiment and colored cardstock together. So your sentiment you created and your colored cardstock that you were going to layer, glue them together so that they're ready to go on your card front. Okay, all right. Here's 11. Add the sentiment layer to the bottom of the card front with dimensionals. Now, if your panel, depending on where you put your panel, you may need to adjust this because I didn't say where. I just said do it. So if you can't get your sentiment at the bottom, switch it to the top. Put it on the side, however you can make it go. And again, you don't have to use dimensionals. I just use a lot. I think it makes the card more interesting. But we'll see. I can't post mine till tomorrow because it's dark here, and I don't get good pictures at night, so I try to do it during the day. And even during the day, I have my lights on and my windows, my blinds open, and everything else to get a nice image. I don't have a light box. I don't know if I want to buy one. I'm making do with what I have, and it's working. I'm using OT lights, so that's good. Bijou's over here on the floor snoring. I don't know if you can hear her or not. All right. Clue 12. Stamp an image on the scrap of white and cut or punch it out. If your image, that should be your. If your image needs to be colored, do that now also. So you're stamping that image, cutting it out, or punching it out, whichever, and coloring it, if it needs to be colored. So this one could be a little longer, depending. Unless you have a solid image, then it's not that big of a deal. And I actually die cut mine. I had a die to go with it, so I die cut it with mine. All right, ladies. Inquiring minds want to know, what is your favorite ribbon in the annual or July to December? I'll forever call it holiday catalog. What's your favorite ribbon? I got mine. It's that black and white check. Oh my gosh. I love that ribbon. It is my all-time favorite ribbon. It just goes with so many things. I made a card today for the blog later this week and used it. And there was no black or white on there, but I used that ribbon because it fit really well. And I am really loving the stamping seal. I really didn't think I would, because there was a learning curve with it, but I've got that learning curve now, and I love that stuff. It is just so nice. I never got on the Fast Fuse bandwagon, and kind of glad I didn't, but I will tell you, if Stampin' Seal's not around for quite a while, I'm going back to something that I can get whenever I want it, because that's the thing that makes me mad, is you get something, you love it, and 4 years later, the market is, not many people are buying it, so they say, okay, well, let's try something new. And I don't buy it just because it's new and I'm a demonstrator and I should have it to demonstrate with it. Nope, I use what I want. So, And I think you have to do that too. I mean, none of us have empty pockets, so, or deep pockets, I should say. Most of ours are empty. All right, Barb's ready. Clue 13. Add the image to the white 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 piece using dimensionals or adhesive. That's the layer it's got the white and the colored cardstock, and it's like 2 1/2. The colored cardstock's 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So add that image to that piece. And I said using dimensionals or adhesive. Hey, Ray. Oh, I guess it's Marlene. Sorry, Marlene. I use dimensionals because I had stamped on the back of mine, and I really thought it needed something. So it was kind of lost when I put it down there, so I went ahead and used my dimensionals with it. So, have you guys seen the new, I don't know how many of you are in here are demos, but have you seen the new suite that's available? What are your thoughts on that? I'm not sold yet. Now, knowing that, it could be different, but it's not one that I've purchased. So I'm holding out. All right, 14. Add a bow, embellishments, or anything you feel your card needs. And your card is complete. Make sure you share it with us. Now I'm going to wait. Oh, great, Marlene. I'm going to wait until Barb says she's done to show you mine. So, yeah, a lot of people I know do it on the weekend, but you guys need to post it so we can see what you came up with. Even if you copy mine, who cares? Just say, I love Robbie so much I cased it. So make sure you share. I used a bow. I did not use any embellishments, but I did put a bow on mine because it just was so cute with the bow. But I'm a bow girl. I'll be the first to admit it. So we'll see. Any of you guys bow people, or are you? I know a lot of people aren't because they don't like tying them, but I just love them. And I like tiny bows. Tiny bows. If I struggle with the bow, I will pull out my 10-second bow maker. But most of the time I can get it small enough that it's good enough for me. Are you visiting, Marlene, or are you there to help out? I'm hoping to go home to my daughters in Maryland in December, but it's going to depend on if I can get a dog sitter. I don't want to take Bijou with me. It's more important now that she doesn't go because it'll be a new area she's not used to, so she'll be bumping into a lot of things and all, and it's just better if she stays there. Okay, Barb is done. And here is my card. So, I use the Sweet as a Peach paper and stamp set, and I use the little tiny flowers to stamp on the back of mine. I know it's hard to see because it's so washed out. I gotta work on that. But that's the one that I did. You can see it better when I bring it up. That's when I'm down. I'm thinking it's the lights behind me. Overhead, I should say. I wonder if I just not use my lights up above. Let's see what happens if I turn that one off. See if it makes a difference or not. Well, it didn't make a difference there. So I'll have to play with it and see. Well, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you try it, make sure you share it with us so we can see. And I'm going to get ready and flip this around. So hide your eyes. Okay, there I am. I've got a lot of people showing up on my feed, but it's on my phone, but it's not showing up on my computer. So it doesn't tell me when somebody's in watching. I see a number, but that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will be posting the measurements for next week. I'll be back on Sunday, so we'll have plenty of time. And I think what I'll do next week is I'll post the measurements, but I won't give you clues. We'll do it together. And then maybe more people would be more willing to try it. So that'll be a change I'll make next week. And let's see if we get some more people to give it a try. All right, ladies, I'm going to get ready and go. I partially cleaned up my kitchen from dinner since I had to hurry up and eat since it was, Facebook came back. So I hope I see you. Now remember, I'm not here Saturday. I will be shopping. I'll be doing more looking than shopping and just spending some time with the girls. So have a great week. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you back here Monday night for some more mystery stamping. And this one I'm going to call Mystery Stamp Along because that way we'll be doing it together. Bye, guys.